Hello everyone. So in this class today we will going to discuss about a very important concept, that is Gauss law. It is a very important law in electrostatic. Okay, just like a Coulomb's law. So ನಮಗೆ Coulomb's law ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ help ಮಾಡಿತು to find the electric field. Like that, the Gauss law plays a very important role in when we talk about the electric flux. So electric flux na ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ Gauss law plays very important role. So electric flux we already discussed in our previous classes, right? So let us see what is Gauss law and how the statement of Gauss law and how we prove the Gauss law. So Gauss law states that the total electric flux through any closed surface in a free space is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the charge enclosed by the surface. So ಇವಾಗ for example ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು closed surface ಇದೆ. So we are talking the Gauss law only for the closed surface. So open surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ Gauss law ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. So electric flux ನ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ there should be some closed surface. So we have to find some closed surface in that area. So we have a closed surface here. In that closed surface, there are number of charges. But here we are taking only a one charges, okay? That is plus Q, positive. You can observe in this diagram. And the lines are the electric field lines. That is the region where the electric field is acting. So electric field is moved from positive to negative, right? So we know that in the positive charge, the electric field will show the direction in the outward, because for the positive charge the electric field will be in the outward direction, right? So and I am considering a small area element, that is ds. Please change that, dA is there, so that is ds, okay? And the radius will be smaller, that is this is the Gaussian surface. So you can imagine this diagram when we going to prove the Gauss law, right? So according to the Gauss law statement, the total electric flux will be 1 by epsilon naught times the charge enclosed by the surface. So what is the charge enclosed by this surface? That is positive plus Q, right? So 1 by epsilon naught times the Q. So we can write that the integral of closed surface, circle is denoted as closed surface, E dot ds. So E dot ds is E ds cos theta, right? So we can write this as for the statement of the Gauss law. Next, we will going to prove the Gauss law statement. We have to prove 1 by Q divided by epsilon naught. How it comes? Let us see. According to Gauss law, we know that phi total is equals to integral, closed integral of E dot ds, right? Call this as an equation 1. Next, from definition of an electric field, we know that E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught times into Q divided by R square into R cap, where R cap denotes the direction of the electric field. It is in a vector form, right? So just call this as equation number 2. Next, substitute this equation 2 in 1. Just substitute E in the equation 2, right? That is phi is equal to integral of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. In place of E, what we are substituting? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by R square into R cap. And ds remain as it is. Okay. Here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught and Q divided by R square are the constant. So here ds is the small area element. Okay. Small area of the surface. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught and Q divided by R square, taking outside the integral sign, and just integrate the ds. Since ds is equal to integration of ds is s, right? And the surface area of the sphere s is equal to how much? 4 pi r square. Okay. So 4 pi r square. So s ಇರೋ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಿ, just substitute 4 pi r square. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by R square into 4 pi R square. In place of S, we write 4 pi r square. Here 4 pi get cancelled and r square get cancelled. So what is remaining? Phi is equal to q divided by epsilon naught, where q is the total charge enclosed by the sphere. So from this we can prove the Gauss law is proved out to be correct, right? So for any closed surface, no matter whatever the shape may be, so ನಮಗೆ shape ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ that charge inside the charge may be number of charges, so total charge will be q1 plus q2 plus q3 ಆ ಥರ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. But here I am considering only a one charge, right? So for any closed sphere, the shape may be any type of shape. The total flux over the surface is 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by the sphere. Okay, I hope it is understand now for you. Next we will move on to, let us derive some Coulomb's law from Gauss law. So Coulomb's law na derive ಮಾಡೋಣ from Gauss law ಇಂದ. So Gauss law na use ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು Coulomb's law ಕೂಡ derive ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Let us see how it is. We know that according to Gauss law, phi is equal to closed surface E dot ds, right? This is from the definition of Gauss law, is equal to q divided by epsilon naught. So integral of closed integral of E into E dot ds is what? E ds cos theta, because this is dot product, right? It is not a cross product. So if it is cross product, then ds sin theta agodu, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ dot product ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ E ds cos theta is equal to q divided by epsilon naught. So here theta is equal to 0 degree. Why? Because the direction of the electric field as well as the area vector, that is n cap, you can observe in this picture. The area vector ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಎನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇಸ್ ದ area of the vector. So area vector kuda and the electric field kuda in the same direction. So theta become what? How much? It is 0, right? So ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ angle create ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. So theta is equal to 0 degree. Therefore integral of E into ds is how much? Which is equal to q divided by epsilon naught. Since cos 0 is 1, so cos 0 1 ಆದ್ರೆ E into ds ಮಾತ್ರ remaining will be, right? So which is equal to q divided by epsilon naught. Then taking E outside and integrate a ds, which is equal to q divided by epsilon naught, right? Therefore integration of ds is how much? S, right? So E dot S is equal to q divided by epsilon naught, where we know that the sphere of we know that the surface area of the sphere is how much? 4 pi r square, right? Therefore S is equal to 4 pi r square. Okay, just substitute S in the above equation. Therefore we got E into, in place of S we will going to substitute 4 pi r square. So E into 4 pi r square is equal to q divided by epsilon naught. So we have to find out E, right? So E is equal to q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught in the denominator. Just make a cross multiply here. So q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square, which is equal to because here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is what? K. So K into Q divided by R square. Call this as an equation number star. Okay. Now let us suppose Q naught is the test charge at the distance R from positive Q. In the diagram you can observe here, I place a Q naught, some distance from positive Q is distance will be R. So let us suppose this Q naught will be the test charge, okay, at the distance R from positive Q. Then what will be the force experienced by the Q naught? So Q naught in the ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತ force experience ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ force is equal to Q naught into E, right? So we know that force is equal to Q naught into E, which is equal to, just substitute in the above equation star, that is E is equal to K into Q divided by R square na just substitute ಮಾಡಿ q naught into e place ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So q naught remain as it is. In place of e, k into q divided by r square, right? Which is equal to q naught divided by r square. So F is equal to k into q naught divided by r square is the Coulomb's law, right? So we are going to prove that this from using the Gauss law, we are going to prove the Coulomb's law, right? Now we will see how the Gauss law is helpful to us. That is, Gauss law is very, very useful to us by taking the values of this, the true for all the closed surface, and this is true for all the closed surface. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಗಾಸ್ ಲಾನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಿಮಿಟ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಮಿಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ದ ಗಾಸ್ ಲಾ ಇಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಅಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.